Good morning, and thank you for coming. I'm Matt Clifford. With Alice Bentink, we co-founded EF 3 years ago. We're really excited to have you here for our third demo day. It's the biggest one yet, and we're very excited about what you're going to see, and I hope by the end you will be too. We do want to just spend a few minutes at the start, though, talking a little bit about our startup, EF, because for some of you, you've known us for a long time and you know us very well. Others of you have never met us before, and this is your first encounter with what we do. And in a world now where there are hundreds of accelerators, thousands of programs, dozens of demo days, it's really important that you understand what EF is and how it works. The most important thing to understand is that EF is not an accelerator. We do not accept applications from companies. We only accept applications from exceptional individuals. Every person you see pitched today was selected by EF as an individual. Every company you see today was built from scratch at EF. And that's really important, and it was actually a deliberate strategic decision on our part, because being an accelerator is a really horrible thing, unless you happen to be Y Combinator. This blue line on the left-hand side is the fundraising performance of Y Combinator. The blue lines are the fundraising performances of every other accelerator in the world. Is that because Y Combinator is better at accelerating companies than anyone else? No, it is not. It is because it gets to pick first. The brutal truth for every accelerator in the world is that if you are a founder who wants to go to an accelerator, your first choice is Y Combinator. Fishing in the pool that YC fishes from is not a fun place to be, and it's not a fun game to play, and we didn't want to play that game. So we changed the game. And instead of taking companies, we take individuals. We focus on taking the world's very best technical individuals pre-company. And because of that, we can build world-class YC quality companies from scratch right here at EF. We select the kind of individuals who can genuinely innovate, genuinely push the boundaries in fields like artificial intelligence, virtual reality, security, hardware design, some of the things that you'll see today. And at EF, we've built a community that individuals like that really want to be part of. And that's critical. We also think it's critical because we think, actually, we got very lucky in that we started EF at the only point in human history where this was possible. We think, and maybe this sounds a little grandiose, but if you think that, you don't know Alice and me very well yet. We think that actually we started EF at an inflection point in human history. Let me explain why that's true. One of our core beliefs, one of our founding beliefs, motivating beliefs behind starting EF, is that it really, really matters what the most ambitious and talented people in a society want to do with their careers and what they want to do with their lives. It really matters. And for a very long time in Europe, the default answer for the most ambitious people was to go into financial or professional services, like many of you did, like we did. That's never been true in Silicon Valley. And that's a crucial fact for understanding the state of the world. But the world changed not very long ago. Because now, for the first time in human history, it's possible to build from your bedroom a product that can reach 1 billion people. At EF, we unashamedly are looking for megalomaniacs. And what we say is the Napoleon of the 21st century doesn't need to raise an army. They can start a startup. And I think you'll see some of them here today.
So the bit that's missing isn't an accelerator. What the very best individuals are looking for is a place where they can find other individuals to co-found with. In the US and in Silicon Valley, that place is Stanford. And in Europe, that's EF. EF is a new institution that exists to find, train, and build amazing startups with incredible individuals. The most important thing we do is create a community of like-minded, equally technically talented individuals who can co-found with each other. The people who join us could have done anything, but they chose to found a startup, and they chose to found a startup with EF. EF is becoming the default career option for the very most talented technical individuals. And we've proven to them, and hopefully we've proven to you, the investment community, that by joining EF, they have the opportunity to build a highly valuable, globally scalable startup. This is a really exciting time. If you look at the last 2 years of EF, we've created 20 companies. and they've raised tens of millions of pounds in funding. They're across a very broad range of industries, anything from agriculture, advertising, philanthropy, hardware, software, a real mix. We're very, very proud of them. But EF is changing. We're now massively scaling. And what this means is we're recruiting from across Europe. We're actively seeking applications from all across Europe. And we're also now no longer just focusing on recruiting graduates. If you look at our most recent recruiting cycle that we've just finished, we've had applications from more than 50 different countries. And we've had applications from, yes, lots of recent graduates, from undergrads, masters, PhDs, but also applications from individuals who have spent 10, 15 years in industry and want to get out and build their own startups, who want to use their domain expertise to build startups, but still can't find their co-founders in Goldman Sachs, or dare I say it, Google, or Microsoft. What this means for EF is that this is the final demo day in its current state. This demo day is the result of a year worth of work for the EF team. As of March, we will have an EF cohort every quarter. This means that we will now be the largest producer of startups in Europe. For EF, this is still very much just the start. This is still the beginning. We're really excited, and we believe that we can become the global institution for startup creation. We're really excited to show our third cohort off to you guys today. They've been working incredibly hard over the last 6 months, and the 15 startups that you're going to see were all produced through EF in the last 6 months. The pitches will be short and sweet, as always, and we will get to the stage where you can actually meet them afterwards for coffee and a biscuit, if you're lucky. Today is about investment. All of the startups you're seeing today are looking for investment now or in the next couple of months. To make this as easy as possible for you, we've created the EF Demo Day app. It's super, super simple. Please go to joinef.com/demo day, and you will see a list of all of the startups who are presenting today. And with one click of a button, you can get an introduction to them. So please do use that. It's joinef.com/demo day.
There is Wi-Fi, MSFT open if you can't get online.
And if that's not enough, and if the booklet isn't enough, we also have an AngelList profile, angellist.co/entrepreneur-first-2015. Finally, tweeting, please do tweet. Hashtag is EF2015. The EF Twitter symbol is EFLDN. And finally, and most importantly, I'd like to say some thank yous. So firstly, thank you to Microsoft for hosting us for now the third year. This is now sort of part of the EF institution. And a big thank you to our other corporate partners who have supported us for the last year. We really, really appreciate your support. We'd also like to thank our part-time partners who joined us on the front line of startup creation and have really seen what it's like to take individuals and turn them into startups. To Chris Mayers, to Chris Wade, and to Peter Nixie, thank you. We really couldn't have done it without you. Can we give them a big round of applause? And finally, most importantly, a big thank you to the EF team. Not only did they have to put up with me and Matt and our more dramatic moments, but they have to put up with finding these people, and then taking these startups, taking these individuals and turning them into startups. In particular, for this year's cohort, Zoe, our head of talent, who found these guys, Zoe at the back, and also Jade and Alex, our program directors, who spend pretty much every waking day, hour, minute thinking, working, and worrying with these guys. So can we give them a big round of applause? So I think that is probably more than enough from us. I'm going to hand over to Matt. Thank you so much for coming. It's really great to see you all, and I look forward to getting coffee afterwards.